Good morning, everybody. I figured since it was Mother's Day week, I'm going to read a story called A Mother for Choco. I thought I would go outside for a change of scenery. I hope you're all doing well. So here's Choco. Choco was a little bird who lived all alone. He wished he had a mother, but who could his mother be? One day he set off to find her. First, Choco met Mrs. Giraffe. "Oh, Miss Giraffe," he cried, "you are yellow just like me. Will you be my mother?" "I'm sorry," said Mrs. Giraffe, "but I don't have wings like you." Next, Choco met Mrs. Penguin. "Oh, Mrs. Penguin," he cried, "you have wings just like me. Are you my mother?" "I'm sorry," said Mrs. Penguin, "I don't have big round cheeks like you." There's Mrs. Penguin. Then Choco met Mrs. Walrus. "Oh, Mrs. Walrus, you have big cheeks just like me. Are you my mother?" "Now look," grumbled Mrs. Walrus, "I don't have striped feet like you, so don't bother me." It's not very nice, is it? No matter where Choco seemed to look, he couldn't find a mother who looked just like him. When Choco met Mrs. Bear picking apples, he knew she couldn't be his mother. Mrs. Bear didn't look like him at all. There's Mrs. Bear picking apples. Choco was so sad he started to cry. "Mommy, Mommy, I need a mommy." Mrs. Bear came running to see what was the matter. As she listened to Choco's story, she sighed. "Oh dear, if you had a mommy, what would she do?" "Oh, I'm sure she would hold me," sobbed Choco. "Like this?" asked Mrs. Bear. Look, and she's giving him a big hug, and she held Choco very tight. "Yes, and I'm sure she would kiss me too," said Choco. "Like this?" said Mrs. Bear, and she gave him a big kiss. "Yes, and I'm sure she would sing and dance to cheer me up," said Choco. "Like this?" said Mrs. Bear, and they sang and danced together. When they stopped to rest, Mrs. Bear turned to Choco and said, "Choco, maybe I could be your mother." "You?" Choco cried. "But you aren't yellow, and you don't have wings, and you don't have big round cheeks or striped feet like me." "My goodness," said Mrs. Bear, "that would make me look very funny." Choco thought it was funny too. Look at her. She would look pretty silly. "Well," said Mrs. Bear, "my other children are waiting for me at home. Why don't you join us for apple pie, Choco?" Apple pie sounded wonderful to Choco, so off they went. When they arrived, Mrs. Bear's other children rushed out to greet her. "Choco," said Mrs. Bear, "meet Hippo, Allie, and Piggy. I am their mother, too." Now, what do you notice about Hippo, Allie, and Piggy? None of them are bears, right? The sweet smell of apple pie and the sound of laughter soon filled Mrs. Bear's home. After their delicious treat, Mrs. Bear gave all her children a big warm hug, and Choco was very happy that his new mommy looked just the way she did. They didn't have to all be the same, right? She loved them all. Have a great week, friends.